In this video, we're going to be doing a complete marketing plan for a gutter cleaning company. And I'm going to be walking through the three core pillars, which are visibility, conversions, and retargeting, and walking you through specifically when it comes to a gutter cleaning company, how you can get more clients, upsell opportunities, convert more leads into sales, and then convert people to come back in and do business with you again and again and again. So let's start right up here, organic search online. So what you should do is go to Google and do a search for gutter cleaning in whatever city that you're located in. And you want to look at the search engine results page. SERP is what it's called. The first thing you're going to see here is called Google Guarantee or Google Local Service Ads. These are the honey hole for most gutter cleaning companies. And the reason is because they are pay per lead, which means that when you set these up, Google is going to only charge you when you get a lead. So I'll put this link down below, but this is Google Local Service Ads where you can actually put in over here, you put in your zip code, the number of leads that you want. And for gutter cleaning, the industry that they have you guys under is window cleaner. And so you want to select window cleaner. And then when you go into Google Local Service Ads, you can select just gutter cleaning. And you want to click estimate budget here. And this is going to tell you how much a lead would cost in your area for gutter cleaning specifically. So in this specific results, the main thing that Google's looking for in Google Local Service Ads is the number of reviews. And they want to make sure that you obviously do gutter cleaning or gutter service. So if you don't have enough reviews, you're not going to be shown. So just because you turn these on doesn't mean that you're just going to magically get a ton of leads from Google. Their ranking factor for Google Local Service Ads is number of reviews and your rating here as well. So what I would do is look in this area, let's say it's Dallas, Texas, and say, okay, this person has 74 reviews. So if I want to get leads from Google Local Service Ads, I need to get 75 Google reviews and have over 5 stars. That would make sure that I'm probably going to be shown in here. Another really good benefit for Google Local Service Ads is that let's say that you are not located in Dallas, but you want to serve customers in Dallas. Well, on Google Local Service Ads, you can select all the cities that you want to be shown up in. And then instead of just being shown in one city, you're shown in all the cities that you want to service as long as you are the number one option, because Google only makes money when someone clicks this button. So it's going to show the best company that it thinks at every opportunity, because that's the only way that it makes money is when someone clicks this button. So Google Local Service Ads is going to be the start of it, which is how we start the search engine results page. And that is first off from this ad section. Now, when we go down here, this is called SEO. This is your offsite SEO. This is your Google business profile. And Google tells us there's 3 things that they rank for this. There's other, factors that you could look into, but Google says there's these big 3 ones. And the first one is your name. So if you notice, all 3 of these have gutter mentioned in their name. So that's the first one. You have to have a company that gutter's mentioned in your name. Number 2 is the physical location of the business. So if you're not actually located in Dallas, like this company says Dallas, this one, I don't see their address, but potentially this is in Dallas. And then this one potentially is in Dallas as well. They're only going to show companies that are in Dallas because they take the geographical location as one of the big triggers for who's going to be shown where. So name, location, and then the last one, which is reviews. They call it prominence. Basically, that is the number one thing. If all things are held consistent, is who has the most reviews and who are we going to show here. So for your business, make sure that your name includes the service that you offer. Make sure that you are targeting a specific area. So a lot of times you might be located in the suburbs, but you want to be shown in the main city. You're not going to be shown unless you have a physical location there. And then the last one is make sure you have enough reviews in your specific area so that way you outrank all your competitors. So this is called offsite SEO. This is your Google business profile specifically. Now the next thing here, this is called on-site SEO. This is your website rankings. And in this particular situation, let's just go here. I'll just pull up the first one. So this business looks like they do window cleaning and gutter cleaning in Dallas. So there's 3 big things here. You have your title tag, mentions Dallas, meta description mentions Dallas, and then their H1 does not mention Dallas. So those are the 3 big that you would want to have being shown for Dallas. Now, if you don't have a website or it's not optimized properly, it's going to be hard to be shown here if you're not actually doing SEO. And that's truly what SEO is on your website, is optimizing your title tag, meta description, and H1, all for your local target area. The other one that you don't see on here is Google Search Ads. So Google Search Ads would be under here, and these are more like PPC, pay-per-click. When it comes to pay-per-click, it could be a black hole of just spending money and you don't get any leads. And the reason is because potentially your website's not optimized for conversions. On top of that, You don't know what you're doing from structuring, like, okay, which keywords am I going to be shown on? Am I driving traffic to a landing page or is it going to my homepage? And you miss out on a lot of opportunities because your website is just not set up correct. And then the big one is that you don't have any way to track it. So most people are going to, one, try to do it themselves, and then they're just going to spend a bunch of money. Two, they're going to work with a digital marketing company that is going to say, increase your budget, but they don't have the real return ad spend data, which is called ROAS. So if you're not working with a company or you're not doing it yourself, the number one thing that you could track if you're doing PPC like this is return on ad spend. I spent $1,000, I made $10,000. And I made videos about how to do this, but basically you want to run your people to a landing page. On that landing page, you want to have a custom tracking number and a custom tracking form. And those two things then go into a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet is all the leads that you got from that specific ad campaign. So then you can every single month just go and audit what happened to all these leads. So when we look at visibility, I just talked about SEO, talked about ads. With social media, you want to post before and after pictures. Also want to go into groups and be talking about the service that you offer. When it comes to running social ads, it's not a bad platform. Usually when we're recommending ads to people, we want to go to the highest intent searches. High intent means I'm on Google, I'm looking for a good gutter cleaning company. Who should I work with? On Facebook, it's more of disrupting people's scroll. Oh yeah, I should do that. Let me see how much it's going to cost. It's not as hot. It's not as high search intent to say like, hey, yeah, I'm just looking for a gutter cleaning company. So if you haven't maxed on Google yet and it is producing a solid return on ad spend, there's no reason to go into Facebook because those people are going to be not ready to buy. They're just going to be more inquiring about pricing to figure out, oh yeah, I need to do this service. When we look at some of these other ones, a big one is B2B partnerships. So with gutter cleaning in particular, most lawn care companies, landscaping companies, roofing, siding, contractors do not do gutter cleaning. And it would be a great opportunity to build B2B partnerships with them where you could refer business back and forth. So a really great one for this that we've seen successful is go find roofing contractors that have done roof replacements for a bunch of people. Then say, hey, send out an email to your entire database and say, hey, now we do gutter cleaning. If you can, put this link in here, and when someone signs up or it turns into a lead, we'll give you $20. And then instead of paying Google $20 for a lead, you're going to pay this company $20 for a lead, and you're going to get a ton of leads because now they're cross-selling services. And you can even have them build this form on their website, and then the leads just funnel to you, and then you're basically paying for leads, but just utilizing local people that you have relationships with. Another way to do this is lawn care, landscaping, some of those other companies that I mentioned before, is just go to Google, search for them, go down the list and just call them and say, hey, do you all do gutter cleaning? No. Make a list. That's called suspecting. You're finding all the suspects, the potential people you could partner with. Then call them back and say, hey, I know you guys don't do gutter cleaning. Wanted to see if I could speak with the owner or the service manager about what it would look like to partner together to pass leads back and forth. And now you start a conversation, you go in, you want to make it super easy for them to send you leads. And some of the ways you can do that is like make a thing like this with a QR code and give it to all their technicians and have them scan this QR code that goes to a form that then you would get leads. Ultimately, you want to just build as many partnerships as you can. This is free. It's free until you get leads, but it's totally free to do. So usually if someone's just starting out, I say, go build a bunch of B2B partnerships, make it easy, set up a Google form, go to create a free QR code, print some stuff out, give it to them and just say like, scan this, send me leads, and I'll pay you for those leads. Or I'll pay you for the closed customer, however that sounds. So that's the visibility piece. As I just said, there's a bunch of things that you can do. With the conversions, a big part of conversion, specifically gutter cleaning, people are going to call and say, how much does it cost? When can you do it? So you want to have a lead nurture sequence to bring people from lead all the way into sale. So some of the important ones on your website is you want to have something of a cost calculator, like, okay, for this much square footage type of house or this type of home, it's going to cost this much per square foot. So that's going to be a total of $500 or $400 or whatever it is. And you want people to turn into a lead. Also, when people call you and say, how much does it cost? You don't want to just give them a price over the phone and then they're gone forever. You want to ask a couple qualifying questions and say, I'm going to send you over a formal email with the estimate. What's the email address I should send that to? And if they say no or why, you could say, I want to make sure that we have it on file. So that way, if you call back in, we know what we have on file for you. If you get pushback, give them the estimate, shoot them a text afterward, just say, hey, I want to make sure If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them over here. If you have any pictures, feel free to send them over. It might change the price a little bit or something. Ideally, you just want to have some process to convert leads into scheduled appointments or estimates, and then ultimately into a sale. So you need to have a lead management game plan in place. A big one that we see a lot of is estimates. So you might go in and do, gutter cleaning, but you also do gutter guards and some of these other bigger ticket items. And some people even upsell roofing projects or jobs off of their gutter cleaning because they're already on the roof. So this estimate process right here is the holy grail, because you might just be going out doing $200, $300 jobs over and over and over again, but you're missing out on all the $2,000 jobs, $20,000 jobs, because you don't have an estimate nurture sequence and you don't have an easy way to turn into estimates. So what we recommend is two things. First, if you have technicians going out doing jobs, make it very easy for them to give you leads back. And we made videos about this before, but I'll make it very simple. If you have technicians going out, do the same exact thing. Create like a little QR code for them, stick it in their truck. Anytime that they talk to a customer about an opportunity, have them scan this QR code when they get in their truck, submit their customer's information, and then have a salesperson call them and work that lead. The other thing is, if you're generating estimates on site, you need to have an estimate nurture process, because you might be on site and you give an estimate for $2,000 gutter screens and they never hear from you again, and there's no nurture or follow-up sequence, and you're not closing those big ticket deals, which unfortunately happens pretty often. Last thing is, in this conversion funnel is sales. So inside of your CRM, you want to make sure that you have all your data clean. So you want to know, these are the big ones for gutter cleaning. How many leads did I get? How many jobs did I run? How many quotes did I create? How many of these estimates? How many did I close? What was my total sales, of course? And then new customers. So with gutter cleaning in particular, this funnel right here with retargeting, it can spin over and over again. You get a customer that comes in, they're going to use you every single year for gutter cleaning as long as you stay top of mind, which we're going to talk about next. So, this could be a $500 million, $2 million, $5 million business just by spinning like this. The new customers coming in the door is the fuel on the fire that you want to make sure is always happening, which is why we want to track new customers. It will also let you know what your customer acquisition cost is, because if you know how many new customers you got every single month, and then you know how much you spent on marketing to get new customers, you can figure out what your actual customer acquisition cost is. And that's why in your CRM, you want to know that new customer data. The last piece of this is retargeting. So this is a really big one as well, because all these people come through your funnel, and if you're not retargeting them to bring them back into the funnel, you're missing out. Some ways you can do this is send out a monthly newsletter to them and say, hey, right now, they should be getting their gutters cleaned every 6 months. So it's like right now, spring is starting up, the rains are coming, have your gutters inspected and get your gutter cleaning completed. Or get gutter guards, get free gutter cleaning when you install gutter guards on your next project. Don't forget about your downspout drains. Prevent foundation repair by getting your downspout drains cleaned out. Whatever that sounds like, those are things that you want to be talking about on a monthly basis to stay top of mind, and then cross-sell services. Same thing with text marketing. What we recommend and what we do is, like, after an invoice job, let's say use Jobber or something else, an invoice job happens, we send out an email referral that says, give the gift of clean, forward this to any friend or family member and give them $50 off their gutter clean. Then we have a monthly newsletter that's going out. Then we have a 6-month check-in text. It says, hey, Phil, we were over there a couple months back. Just wanted to check in and see how everything's holding up. And the goal is to spark the conversation, because every 6 months you need to get your gutters cleaned again. And if they haven't used us for a full year, we'll send them another text that says, hey, it's been a year since we've cleaned your gutters. Let's get you back on the schedule. You can click here to schedule. And then it brings them back into the funnel. One other pro tip on this is having some type of a service contract. So in this initial intake process, let's say you're getting calls that come in. Instead of just scheduling one job, say, hey, let's actually schedule your yearly cleanings. We schedule 2 cleanings, and we give you 10% off when you just schedule them. That way they're on the schedule and you're all good. And then you schedule both cleanings, the fall and spring. And then every year you just get them on this cycle for cleanings. And that is how this funnel goes here. So if you are running a gutter cleaning company, you're doing over $1 million and you're like, hey, I don't know what to do. Those are the companies that we work with. If you are under that and you're like, these are some great ideas, what else should I do? We have a bunch of content on the channel that would help you with every single one of these aspects. And you can go to our channel, check it out. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.